Shalom, family. Uh, Now I'm sitting down. I have another message, okay? This message, I just kind of want to be out because it's so beautiful out. So, this message is about the Spirit is saying that we need to be trendsetters. We need to be instead of the follower of trends. We need to be grounded. We need to stand in our power. We need to be loyal to ourselves. We need to be obedient to ourselves, because once we are obedient to ourselves, we're loyal to ourselves and everything else, then we automatically loyal to the Most High, because it's one and the same. And so I remember when my cousin told me when I was younger, he was kind of like my babysitter a little bit. When I was younger, growing up as a child, toddler, whatever, I could be by myself. I could play by myself, or I can play with other people. And that was kind of impressive to him to see that, that was something that's always been in me, even now. And then, and I remember one time, a period of time in my life where I, abused. When you've been abused and you've been, have abandonment issues, you have childhood wounds and things like that, you tend to be clingy sometimes, that you don't want to be by yourself sometimes, because you don't want to think about the stuff that happened to you, the situation. So sometimes you just don't want to deal with that. You want to be around people so you won't have to think about the things that hurt you way back when, whatever. Or you don't want things to trigger you, right? And so I noticed that I was doing that a little too much, because even though for a long time I know I was very independent, I would travel by myself, go places. All of a sudden something happened where I was kind of clingy and what's the other word they use? Codependent on other people, and I didn't want that. And when I said codependent, I never was the type to expect people to pay or give me money or take care of me like that. But I was codependent and emotionally, I think, because I always wanted to do things on my own, because I didn't want people to feel obligated, and I didn't want to feel obligated to owe anybody, Anyway, so it was to the point where I felt like, okay, so now I need to do something. Now I need to do something. I need to do something on my own. So I started going to the movies by myself. I started going out to dinner by myself. I started doing things by myself that people would consider to do with a couple. And I did that, and people would look at me funny. Some would be like, "Oh, congratulations! I'm so happy you're doing that. It's now, I always wanted to do that. Now I can do that." So it kind of motivated some people. It amazed people. Some people feel uncomfortable, and the reason why they feel uncomfortable is because they like, "Oh my God, you're strong enough to do this. I'm not strong enough to do it." So if somebody giving you a dirty look or some kind of weird look because you doing something bold and you out there, it's not because they don't like you, or they think you stupid. Sometimes they may have bad things to say, but remember, everything that they say about you, they don't know you, is based on their perspective, right? It's based on them, how they feel, how they are. So they kind of projecting. So just remember that they projected. So the reason, excuse me, I don't know why my nose is running. The reason why the message is to be in your power, stand in your power, and be a trendsetter, is because the blessings that are coming, the Father is saying that the blessings that are coming to you, and I'm talking about people who have been doing the work, who have done healing. They heal themselves, have chosen themselves, have let go of things and places and people that no longer serve them, and things like that. Who's doing the healing? Who does not use spell work against anybody or magic against anyone. I'm talking about those people. Who's been doing the work. And the Most High is saying that once your blessings are come, because you've been praying for these things, you've been asking for them, and every time you do a healing, every time you do something, you get a gift. You know what I mean? You get a blessing, you get something good. So all that is coming, but before they come, the Father is saying you have to let go of wanting to follow people, wanting to be a follower. You have to be a trendsetter, because those gifts, they don't want you to give it to the wrong people who don't deserve it, because we have been in a culture where people getting rewarded for bad behavior, and the Father does not reward people for bad behavior, and he does not want us to do so either. And those people who mean us no good, he doesn't want them to enjoy in your blessing, because you did the work, so you should enjoy your blessings. And he doesn't want you to listen to, be a follower, to listen to people and give away your blessings. He doesn't want you to neglect your blessing because you're listening to all these people who don't know anything, who doesn't have any intuition, who have pushed down their intuition and all that. And he doesn't want you to just not take accountability, or not take responsibility with the same thing, and not be responsible with your blessings, right? He wants you to enjoy your blessings with the right people, okay? But if you are a follower, then you can't do that. But if you're a trendsetter, then people will follow you and do the work, because you did the work, so you deserve all your blessings. So when you become a trendsetter and people start following you, then those people then want to do what you did. Oh, you did your shadow work, good. You did this, you did that, you did this to receive your blessing. So then they're gonna be a follower of you versus you doing that, because most of us who are the chosen one, I'm talking about the chosen one and the earth angels, we can't be like everybody else. We have never been like anybody else. We have never been treated like anybody else. We went through the hardest things in life. We went through the harshest, and we will always be the outcast. We were always the outcast. We were always the black sheep or whatever, and we had to work hard for the things that we get. People would put us in a situation where we could have died. Bad things should have happened to us, but none of it happened. So that's who we are. So we have to continue that, right? And then also too, we have to understand that since we were kids, we were children, that even in our mother's womb, people have been telling us what to do, and we have not been able to follow our own intuition. We go to kindergarten, to go to school. We've been trained, and we go to church. The same thing. They tell us to follow Jesus, or whatever. That's a different story. They tell us to follow Jesus. They tell us to do this. They tell us to do that. We never had a chance to really listen to our own intuition. So therefore, we get so confused. So the Father is saying now, maybe that some of us right now need to focus and then really meditate and focus on our intuition. Practice, start asking our intuition questions. So that way, when the gifts come, when the blessings come, when people come who don't mean us well, we can see it through it. We can see through them, right? And that we will be able to make a better judgment on who gets to come and enjoy the gift, who doesn't. That way the Spirit doesn't have to keep holding onto your blessings because they feel like you're not ready. Because why? Because you're going to share it with everybody and people who don't really need it. So I always love flowers in my hair. Oh my God, I always did. It's such a beautiful thing. You guys, go out there, enjoy yourself, but just know that the Most High love you. The Spirit guides, they love you. Your angels, your ancestors, and the laws, they love you guys very much. They want the best for us. They just don't want us to give our goodies to the wrong people. They just don't want us to put ourselves back in harm's way, because all these people they remove us from, these people didn't like us. They didn't mean us no good. Now that they see we glowing, we getting our gifts are coming in, then they want to partake in it, and the spirit said, no, it's not going to happen. But because we have good hearts, my chosen ones, my earth angels, the healers, the high priestess, high priest, all of you guys, I love you guys so much. We have such great heart. We want to help everybody, but we can't. I have to learn that the hard way. A lot of you guys are going to start receiving. Please receive with an open arm, because you guys been the givers, right? So now it's your turn to receive, right? And then also remember, choose yourself in any and every situation, okay? Choose yourself, because by choosing yourself, you're choosing the Most High. And when you choose the Most High, then you will listen to the spirits and the angels and your spirit teams, you know, because you know for a fact that the Father have your best interest at heart, and He would never, or He, she, Source will never, ever send harm to you, because He wants you to be at your best, right? They want you to be at your best. They want you to flourish. They want you to grow. They want you to receive your gift. They want you to be abundant. They want you to be that one to help heal the world. That's what that all mission is, to heal the world. Okay, so we have to be prepared for it. We can't be just like everybody else. We can't do what everybody else is doing. We can't eat like everybody else. We got to be different. Okay. I love you guys. Shalom.